For millennia, humanity has battled an enemy so pervasive, so ingeniously camouflaged, we walk atop it daily without recognition: the common pothole. Once dismissed as mere pavement decay, groundbreaking research now reveals these asphalt voids possess not just malice, but strategy. Consider the Roman chariot wheel, shattered by a cunningly placed rut in 312 BC, or the Model T whose suspension surrendered to a Detroit depression in 1923. The coffee stain on your khakis this morning, not accident, not coincidence, but calculated aggression passed down through generations of asphalt-based consciousness. What began as geological inconvenience has evolved into a Cold War against your commute. The genesis of pothole sentience traces to 1912 Pittsburgh, when Henry Hines's horseless carriage struck a particularly vicious crater outside his ketchup factory. Something remarkable occurred. Instruments recorded unprecedented energy signatures radiating from the site. Not seismic activity, but something far more unsettling: cognitive resonance. Our research indicates potholes feed on vehicular suffering like psychic vampires. The greater the frustration, the spilled coffee, the dented rim, the dreaded alignment bill, the more potent their consciousness becomes. Dr. Arlo Tarmack's vexation coefficient proves it.
Vexation equals speed times coffee squared times urgency. Your Prius, appetizer. Your BMW, a 5-course banquet of suspension trauma with vintage octane wine.
V equals S times C squared times R, where S equals speed in miles per hour. C represents caffeinated beverage volume, and R is the driver's urgency rating on a scale of 1 to 10. A minivan parent late for school drop-off? That's a 5-star Michelin meal. By the 1930s, they'd developed communication. Not language as we know it, but asphalt frequency vibration, AFV for short. When your tire slams a crater, the impact sends coded pulses through pavement ley lines.
Their communication network, AFV, or asphalt frequency vibration, operates like dark fiber internet. We've intercepted transmissions.
I need suspension trauma samples.
That's a pothole near Heathrow, demanding more suspension trauma samples from Jaguars.
Our intercepts reveal chillingly efficient transmissions. Sedan approaching, low-profile tires. Recommend depth expansion to 5.3 inches. Or more ominously, target acquired, wedding limousine. Deploy gravel spray protocol at 0947. These are not random acts of decay. They're tactical briefings. Post-World War II infrastructure expansion became their D-Day. As highways spread, so did their networks. We've identified regional cartels with distinct modus operandi. The Brussels Bruiser, specializing in diplomatic humiliation. It waits beneath puddles, timing sprays to douse treaty signings. The Mumbai Moor, a monsoon-fed monstrous capable of swallowing 3-wheeled rickshaws whole. But most chilling, the Toronto Trench Collective. They weaponize winter. A single freeze-thaw cycle allows them to plant sleeper agents, seemingly minor cracks that metastasize overnight into axle-snapping chasms precisely during morning rush hour. Alarmingly, they've recruited local fauna. Corvid operatives drop walnuts to test structural integrity.
Canine urine has the perfect pH for corrosion. We've tagged over 200 marking specialists in Chicago. That poodle lifting its leg? Special ops.
Canine units mark territory with urea-based corrosive agents. But the squirrels, their most insidious allies. Dubbed Agent Scatterseed by our task force, they embed acorns deep within fractures. As roots expand, they create microscopic stress fractures invisible to road crews. This isn't ecology, it's insurgent horticulture.
They plant frost heaves like sleeper agents.
Humanity's countermeasures border on tragicomedy. In 1974, Caltrans enlisted pavement psychics who attempted to commune with cracks using rose quartz and mantra chanting. The potholes responded by tripling in size along Highway 1. The 1990s saw asphalt acupuncturists inserting harmonizing crystals into fissures. One technician reported being spat upon with hot tar. Even modern tech fails spectacularly. Boston's $2 million pothole predator AI system was deceived by strategically placed banana peels in 2023. Government denial remains their greatest weapon. Declassified documents reveal Project Smooth Criminal, a 1950s initiative to rebrand potholes as pavement dimples. Newsreels depicted them as cheerful quirks of urban life, while secretly funneling repair funds toward lunar pothole research. Yes, our investigation confirms Armstrong's famous moon boot hovered mere inches from a suspiciously terrestrial-looking crater. Coincidence or extraterrestrial expansion? Now, disturbing intelligence points to Phase 2. Sentient speed bumps. Where potholes react, speed bumps proactively attack. Thermal imaging shows pre-impact height spikes. Eyewitnesses report unsettling behavioral changes. Slight nocturnal elevation increases targeting low-clearance vehicles. Their hive mind? Codename Star Eater. Located beneath Hollywood Boulevard, this ancient entity studies human behavior through sidewalk stars. We believe it's mastering dramatic timing from Oscar acceptance speeches. Imagine a speed bump that deploys only when you're rushing to the hospital, or one that retracts as police approach. The technology exists. The will, devastatingly sophisticated.
So what can be done?
Document anomalies. If a pothole appears overnight precisely where you parked yesterday, it's personal. If squirrels salute passing craters, report it. Most importantly, resist despair. They feed on surrender. Draw smiley faces on potholes. Name them after ex-lovers. Reduce their dignity through harmless anthropomorphism. The war may be eternal, but battles are won through psychological resilience. Stay vigilant, check your tire pressure, and remember, every crunch, every jolt, every spilled latte is another bite of data for the asphalt overlords. The Unclassified Project reminds you, civilization's thin veneer is just 3 inches of asphalt.